I'm in that one because that was the 1959 championship team.
It's been nearly 60 years since Dan Gartner first stepped foot in Whitehall Yearling High School. And to say he's given back to his hometown since then would be an understatement.
I did probably every kind of a job in Whitehall there is.
An 11-time varsity letter winner in football, wrestling, and track, Gartner graduated in 1961, then returned 4 years later as a special education teacher. He's barely left ever since.
He's always just been there for the school district, for me, for the kids, and as we're just willing to do anything he can for the district.
Throughout the years, Gartner has been an assistant coach on the football and track and field teams and the head wrestling coach as well. But for the last 30 years, he's made his mark behind the scenes as the school's equipment manager.
It's basically getting the uniforms ready and checking helmets and equipment. You name it, if it needs to be fixed, I fixed it.
Over time, Gartner has received his fair share of recognition. In 2007, the school renamed its wrestling tournament as the Dan Gartner Duels. 3 years later, he was inducted into the school's Hall of Fame, and just 2 years ago, the Whitehall Education Foundation honored him as a living legend.
The man, the myth, the legend, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dan Gartner.
But perhaps the biggest honor came this past Saturday night, where at halftime of the boys' basketball game, the school retired Gartner's football jersey, making sure no Ram wears the number 18 ever again.
It was amazing. It was totally unexpected.
Seeing the community come together, just giving thanks to him, it just means the world to me. He's just given his whole life to the Rams, and that's what he is. He's just a Ram from the beginning to the end.
While the years tick on, Gartner continues to go about his business, but it hasn't always been easy, especially since he was diagnosed with congestive heart failure 11 years ago.
Basically, I'm a miracle. My cardiologist kept me going for 11 years with heart failure, and that was just the left side of the heart. Well, now then it's both sides.
But even after another recent stay in the hospital, Gartner isn't ready to call it quits because he says there's more work to be done.
My true love is coaching, actual coaching, okay? And I've got young people that I've always maintained I want to see them through. And I've got a young lady that's coming back as a sophomore this year that throws the shot and discus for me. And as a freshman, she threw 90 feet. Well, that's pretty damn awesome as a freshman. And this young lady is like a diamond in the rough. And I love polishing, making her better.